Hi, I'm back and I'm ready to share some of my personal experiences with you about narcissist abuse. I'm going to be looking at my notes here because it's a lot to take down, so bear with me. But first of all, I want to start off with God is good and thank Him always for the things that He has done for you and that He hasn't yet, because believe me, they're coming. Okay? Oh, I forgot. I'm your host, Quiet Blue Storm. If you're wondering how I got my name, it's because during narcissist abuse, you have to be quiet to listen to the BS to make sure that you can survive it. Then blue, because you're really blue, you're really down and out. And storm, because it is a storm. You become the storm in order to survive. So that's that. This is my channel. Same script, different cast. Because every day with the narcissist is the same bullcrap. Every day, all day. It's just a different day. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about me so you know who you're listening to. I come from a large family. My mother was a nurse, and then she flipped over and went to work in a factory to make Ford cars. My father was a pastor, and they were very good parents. They tried their best, and they raised us pretty good, and I think that's why I'm a target to narcissists, because I'm a good person. Our parents never argued in front of us at all. I never seen my dad yell at my mom or hit her, and just didn't do it. If they had disagreements, they went into their room and they closed the door, but it was never anything violent. I am the second oldest to 5 kids, 4 girls and 1 boy. And my oldest sister has a different mother. We got the same father. She's 8 years older than me. And I bring her up because she's passed away now. She passed away a decade ago. She just got really sick. But my sister was always trying to school me, my sisters and my cousins, about guys. And I didn't realize it then, but I know now that she was talking about narcs. She literally was talking about narcs, telling me, what to look for, and how to present yourself and how to carry out. And if they did something disrespectful, don't deal with it, because there's more to come. Don't take anything fake. She would always say, something suspicious. But I learned a lot from her. And it's just, I wish I could tell her now that she was right. I really do. Because she was. That woman, she knew her stuff. That being said, our family, I grew up in a large family of, there's from 12 kids on the mother's side. There's 103 grandchildren, 62 grandchildren from my mother's side, from her and her siblings. And then with my dad's, and then the children that we had, dad's side of the family, and the children that we had, all together is 103 and counting. So when we get together, we have a blast. But there is a lot of narcissists, sadly. But like I said, I've grown up with it. I pretty much didn't know about the narcissism back then. Now that I've known and been through a lot of stuff, I know exactly what to look at, and I know what I see. I just keep my distance, and so should you if you have anybody in your family like that, because you don't want them to make you feel bad or anything of that nature. I've dated quite a few of narcissists. Like I said, didn't know it at that time. I just know it now. And I've married a narcissist, and it was not great. I started a channel once and I had to come back because I had to heal. And I feel great. Thank God for showing His mercy on me and let me see the light and being able to share my story with you, because everybody doesn't make it, and everybody either doesn't make it with their mental, or either they don't make it in their mind. I'm a really fun person. I graduated with a teaching degree. I've got some criminal justice under my belt. I've done my own private investigation work. That helped me out a lot when I was trying to figure out all the stuff that's going on. I am a mother to a son. He's a teenager now. And you guys will hear me talk about him a lot because of some of the some of the things that have happened in my marriage, and the whole relationship actually has affected my baby. And I feel really bad, but we're past that. We're healing together. We got some counseling. We had the Lord and come into our lives again and make it stronger. It did distance us. There was a time when his demons jumped onto my son, and he just flipped out. Like, he was rude and everything and disrespectful. But we prayed on it. It took some time, a long time. I thought I was going to actually die from the pressure and the feeling of my baby just being brainwashed, and he was just not himself. With that being said, I'm also a fitness instructor. I've gained some weight due to the stress that I was under with the narcissist. I didn't even eat much at all, but my doctor had told me that, sometimes when you are really stressed out, you will gain weight, even if you don't eat a lot. It's just your body, it tells your mind tells your body, like, I'm shutting down. And it just, you just gain weight, and it's hard to get rid of, but I've been working on it now, especially since I know what to do. Also, I take care of dogs that are handicapped. I actually own a few, well, two, and then you'll hear about him too. And I help help them recover from accidents and stress and a lot of other things. And believe it or not, animals are also affected by narcissists. My dog used to hide. He used to go up under the table and would not come out when he would come home. It was bad. Like, he would just follow me everywhere in the whole house. And I started thinking, animals will tell the truth. If somebody is not good, they will let you know by their actions. I'm also a life and relationship coach. Been doing that for a while. A long time. I have a lot of clients and friends and family that call me about everything with my advice, and I do that. I also take phone calls, and I will talk to you about what you need to talk about, and I don't mind any time, because it's very serious and it could be a life or death situation. I just want you to know that I'm here for you. I have some things I want to share, and that would be about how I met the narc I was with. He is not cute. He's ugly and fat and black, and nothing good about him. I'm sorry if I sound like but it is what it is. I actually met him through my cousin. Her boyfriend, we went to my niece's graduation in Memphis, and she had a boyfriend that had a cousin that he was meeting up with when we got there. Okay? And so I met him And I should have known something was wrong at first because he kept saying, "Do you want a bill? Do you want a bill?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I mean, I know what a bill is, but I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because I don't know him. And I was like, "No, I don't even know you. I don't want your money." And he's like, "You sure you don't want a bill?" And I'm like, "If you want to give me a bill, but I mean, I don't know you." So because I didn't show any interest, I did give him my number because he kept begging me for it. And then, so we go to the hotel, me and my parents and my sisters and brothers and our kids. We stay there. Excuse me. And I get a phone call. And he's talking about, "Wow, I can get a room and stuff and come over." And no, I'm not gonna bang you. No, I don't even know you. And so time went on. He kept talking, calling all the time, back to back. And I should have known something was weird because, like, we know, it went really quick. Like, he was telling me, like, all his old sad sob stories. And believe me, they will tell you some stuff. They will lie to you about what they have. This nigga didn't have no license. This nigga didn't have no education. This nigga didn't have no car. This nigga didn't have no house. He didn't even have his kids. He didn't have no rights or be around them. They didn't even like him. His own family didn't even like him at the time. They'll end up liking him because I thought that was bad that was going on, but I didn't know he was a narc. And, they're narcs too, I guess. But I would talk to them and tell them, what's going on and stuff. And they eventually start talking to him because of me. I don't take no credit, but I don't care. I realize that, yeah, his mother is a narc. She has to be. Because it's the way that she runs everything. He ended up telling me after 2 weeks that he loved me and got pissed because I didn't say it back. I'm like, "Oh, I don't love you. I like you, but I don't love you." And so, time went on. We talked for like 2 months on the phone. And then I went to visit family, and my cousins was sick out of state. And he happened to be back around that cousin of his that was with my cousin. So, we talked and got to know each other. We were intimate, and I just knew something was weird because, like I said, he's not my type at all, no price at all. And I've always been raised, don't judge a book by its cover. Beauty's like skin deep. Give people a chance, and not just for their looks. Okay, so I figured he was acting all nice and stuff. Acting keyword. And so eventually, my dad was like, "Well, if you want to come down to where we live at in Indiana, you can come down and visit." And so, I was like, "Okay." So one thing led to another and all these things. Okay, we get there. Everything was so fake. Kept telling me how beautiful I am. Kept telling me all the bragging about all the stuff that he has. And then the next minute, down and out, crying and, "Oh my God, you're going to leave me," and blah, blah, blah. "You're not going to like me." And I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" And he's on the side of the bed crying like a little girl. And I'm like, "I don't know what's wrong with you, but let's get this out." So, whatever. And I tried to help him get into a college class and found out that I couldn't because he didn't have a high school diploma. I was like, "You don't have a GED or anything?" I said, "I can't get you." And he goes, "Oh, I lied about that. I don't have a GED or high school diploma." And I'm like, "Well, it's one and the same. But you told me that you graduated from high school. What else have you lied to me about?" This nigga told me he had only been with 3 women in his life. His ex-wife was a cheater. Had a baby on him. That is not what happened. I know what happened now. He sit up there and was cheating on her left and right, and then took off and left like most narcs do for months. Yeah, she got with somebody else while she was still married, and she got pregnant. I mean, I'm not condoning it, but what do you expect? Everybody's gonna sit around waiting for you. So, he just talked bad about her all the time, bad about her. And we'll have a lot to talk about that later, too. And I just was like, stop talking about her. You know, he saw how much she was this, and that. Oh, well. And I just started figuring out everything was a lie. They will lie to you about everything. Do not believe anything that they say. And where I made a mistake at was telling him my business, my past. And everything about my past, you don't need to tell your past, because they will bring that up when you guys get in an argument, use it against you, and it is going to make you feel lower than low, and you're going to feel really bad. So don't tell them your business at all. Just don't. And the arguments are staged. They targeted you from the dump. When they first met you, they targeted you to get whatever they could out of you, period, point blank. To use you for the house that you got to sleep in, for the car that you got to get a ride, for the money that you have to spend on them. And the one I was with kept on always, oh, I got a house. I got money. Well, where's it at? You're not using it on us. You're not helping us, because I'm spending all my money, and I don't do that. So that became an issue, because, you know, there's bills. You can't be sitting up in here eating up all the food. And he was like a 3X. He was big. I'm telling you, he's not my type. But I went past that because I seen a different person. The person that he wanted me to see, which was fake, and he's in a fantasy world. It's just ridiculous. But you have got to take heed and pay attention to everything that's going on. Do not argue with these people, like I said, because they love it. They love the attention. They love when you argue and fight. That just makes them sit there and laugh at you, because they thinking, I got you. I got you. And as long as you keep on acting up, guess what? That gives them permission to act a different way, so they can go ahead and act worse. Okay? They tear up your house. They steal from you. They are always got the person that they was with before you. They always got somebody. They got more than one. I used to find stuff on Instagram about him. He was friends with my son. Took me off all of his friend stuff, all of it, and took our pictures off. And I was like, why are you hiding me? What in the world? I should be hiding you. But it was because he had so many females and was lying about it. And I would catch him and go, oh, somebody hacked my account. Really? So don't trust him. He took my eyeglasses, prescriptions, and threw them in the trash. I left for a second to go to the store. I was cooking one time. He let the food burn up. And I told him, you should be more responsible. You're sitting right there. Why couldn't you have gotten it? You know, and, you know, that was just the start of fight. For him to take off and go find somebody to talk about me, and then get high and come back, and it's just a mess. But I'm about to close this. Until then, peace and love.